This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed filmmaker, the one and only Ash Verwiel. But before we get to their interview, here is a sneak peek at their incredible talent.
Lesbian Visibility Day. My French teacher in high school was a lesbian, so I always thought older French women were lesbians. Because she found herself so late in life, she always told students to look around and be open to loving anyone. After one of those classes, a friend told me she suddenly started looking at girls' boobs. I was more so shocked she never already had before. I turned out to be a lesbian, but always had negative associations with the word because it felt so exclusively woman. I wasn't very visible. That's where you came in. When I came out as trans, you never questioned me once. You just listened.
Well, hello, Ash. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Ash doing so much better now that we are finally speaking. Ash coming from San Francisco, me in Manhattan. This is what I love about this app, connecting with artists all over the world. Ash, you are such an amazing filmmaker, so singular in your vision, so unapologetically authentic. I want to start first and foremost with the little clip we saw of your short, Transparency. Talk to me about the impetus behind creating Transparency.
So, a big inspiration for that film is my friends. It's kind of like a gratitude film to them and showing them how they've helped me through some really tough times and how they've accepted me and seen me through all of it and didn't leave my side. And I'm really grateful for that.
Amazing, Ash. Well, your story it's inspiring. If you don't mind going into it, obviously you are a queer trans filmmaker. I can only imagine that even if a film you're creating isn't centered around being trans or queer, that I can't help but think that it somehow will always be part of all of your work in one way, shape, or another. Am I off base there?
No, yeah, I definitely think that's right. I think it's become such a huge part of who I am and how I interact with the world. So I think it'll always be a part of my relationships in film and how I communicate things to the audience. I think having a trans lived experience makes my vision of the world different and also similar to other trans people. So I feel very connected in that. Yeah.
It's wonderful, Ash. Because when I'm viewing your amazing work online, I can't help but think about the young Ashes out there who now have a North Star to look up to, maybe a voice perhaps that never was there for them. Is that something that you ever think about, even on maybe a subconscious level, about those young Ashes out there?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think actually when making, especially the first film of the trilogy that I'm making right now about identity, the first one is called Heart Whispers and it's out already. And it's truly for my old younger self to show myself that I've made it and I got this far. And I think in that it is also a letter to people who are still in that place. So I think those films are really important to make because it's always so great, like we've made it, life is better now, but truly remembering what you come from and how hard you fought to get here is like what makes everything worth it to be here now.
And also, Ash, I find that your story, obviously specific to you in your journey, is transcendent to people who may not be trans. I mean, just about living authentically. Have you been reached out to by people from all walks of life in how your storytelling has affected them?
Yeah, I actually had a screening in San Francisco for Unboxing, the second part of the trilogy. And this older woman came to me and she's like, I loved your film. I'm going to show it to all my friends. And I'm like, okay, I have no clue how that resonates with you, but I'm really happy it does, you know?
It's amazing. Now, when can the audience expect the third part of the trilogy to come out?
I'm thinking at least by summer, because I really want to put my all into this right now. And I have some budget from the last funding that I got from SFSU.
Yeah,
So I'm really trying to make it a kind of a little bigger of a production than the other two. Also, because it's not a student film anymore. So, you know, I'm trying to
you're
up
in the
my game.
big leagues now, Ash.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like everything that you've ever applied for, you've just flat out won.
Definitely the awards at SFSU was crazy because I did not like prepare for those in ways that I think other people do, especially the Barbara Hammer Award. I was kind of still in my depression at that time in 2019, and I just applied for it thinking like, whatever, like if something happens, that's great, but it probably won't. But I just put my ideas on a paper and an application, and somehow people saw a vision in it, and I made it my vision. So yeah.
Well, I think that's a testament, Ash, to, just you having that, even at that point, a little spark of belief that then was ignited by others. And I think it's also just great reminder for not only artists out there, but all people out there, that even in your darkest days, if you even just have that glimmer of light to just keep putting one foot in front of the other, it can open up doors that you never thought were there. And in your case, I mean, look at you, my friend. It's incredibly inspiring to see. And before I ask my final question, Ash, I just want to let everyone know, for more on the incredible Ash and all of their work, you can read more about them right below this video. Ash, if you could give advice to a younger version of yourself, the young Ashes out there who may be having a tough time right now, not only with their art, but putting just one foot in front of the other in life, what advice would you give to them?
I think my advice would be to look at what's underneath. I think it's very easy to get caught in the fact that we're all human and we all have changing lives and we're all dying. That's very scary and horrifying. But I think looking at the fact that we're all spiritually aware and we're all conscious and we all are sharing this crazy, beautiful, magic moment that is life, I think there's something new to find, something new, a new piece of magic in every moment. And even if you're down, I think there's still magic to see. You're just closing your eyes to it. So I think it's always there, so holding on to that and holding on to that being, that spirit that we all have, I think will keep us going.
Ash, I need you to do a TED Talk, okay? Because I feel like it would be some sort of meditation on strength, on talent, and also gratitude, and making the choice every day just to, again, put one foot in front of the other. You're incredible, an incredible talent, Ash. I can't wait to see you up on the Oscar stage, if not next year, probably the year after that. And I'm so excited you're joining this amazing new app. I've been able to interview at least 300 filmmakers from around the world who are coming on board. And just to have your voice as part of it is exciting. And I'm also excited that we are now connected. Thank you so much for your time today, Ash.
Amazing. I appreciate it, Will.